Hello my dear students, I welcome you for the online classes of the academic year 2020-21. So according to the circular what we have received from Mangalore University, so we are starting the online classes from September 1st, 2020, that is from today. So before starting the class, I want to make an important announcement. I want to give you some important dates which you have to keep it in your mind throughout this semester. So as I told, today we are going to start the online classes. It means that today is the first day of the academic year of 2020-21. So commencement of first internal examinations will be on second week of October. Commencement of second internal exam will be in second week of November, and end of first, third and fifth semester classes will be on 23rd December 2020, and later on we will have 1 week vacation. You all know that Christmas vacation will be there between 24th to 31st of December 2020. And as soon as we finishes our vacation, from January 1st onwards, we'll be having first, third and fifth semester examinations. And commencement of valuation will be on 14th January 2021. Announcement of results will be on 30th January 2021. And commencement of second semester, fourth and sixth semester classes, that is even semester of this academic year, will be on 1st February 2021. So why I am saying all these important dates before starting the online classes is because you have to take it very seriously. So online classes are the classes which resembles the actual class, because we may not get certain time at the end of this semester to do revision or to do the classes what we are doing in through online in a live active class. So this semester itself, it has become very congested, that is because of the pandemic what we are observing since from 4-5 months. Already we have spent 4-5 months without having any classes. We are staying at our home to keep up our good health. But still, so our education policy or the studying is a continuous process, and we are directed from the government and also from our university and from our college by principal to start the online classes. So you should think and take the online classes as the actual active classes. Okay, so this is what I wanted to make you very clear before starting the online classes. So now moving on to the syllabus part. So I have already uploaded the syllabus in Google Classroom. So in that, Unit 1, that is Thermodynamics, and Unit 4, that is Organic Chemistry, where we will discuss about reactions and reactivity of phenols, ethers and epoxides, structure and reactivity of carbonyl compounds. So these two units, Unit 1 and Unit 4, will be engaged by me in this semester. Okay, so you make clear in that. So thermodynamics and the organic chemistry part, what it is there in this semester, third semester, that is in chemistry paper 3, so that will be engaged by me. So since this is an online class, so let me start with the thermodynamics rather than going to the organic chemistry. So we'll have a brief discussion about what is meant by thermodynamics and what are the principles involved in that. What are thermodynamic laws? How many laws are there? So based on that, how it is helpful for us to understand the chemical change or the reactions, what it will take place under thermodynamic studies. Okay. So now, before moving on to the introduction part, let me give you a clear picture of what exactly thermodynamics means and what are the parameters we are going to study in this thermodynamics, and what is the historical background of this thermodynamics, why the field thermodynamics emerged, and what was the need for the study of this thermodynamics, and now recently how many branches are there, how it is developed, Okay, so all these things will be discussed in next 5 to 10 minutes. So the thermodynamics is a branch of physics that deals with heat, work and temperature. So here three parameters are very important: heat, work and temperature. Okay. So are they heat and temperature are same? No, they are entirely different. What is heat means? Heat is a form of energy that can be transferred from one object to another or even created at the expose of the loss of other forms of energy. Whereas temperature is quantitative measure of how hot or cold something is. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ತಣ್ಣಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮೆಷರ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾನದಂಡದ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ಟು ಎ ವೈಡ್ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ, so this thermodynamics, it is a part of physical chemistry and it is also studied under chemical engineering and also in mechanical engineering anta. Next is what is the historical background of this thermodynamics? Who developed this and what was the desire to increase the study of thermodynamics? Historically, thermodynamics was developed out with a desire to increase the efficiency of early steam engines, particularly through the work of French physicist, his name is Nicolas Leonard Carnot, that was in the year 1824, who believed that engine efficiency was the key that could help France to win the Napoleonic Wars. So this was the desire of a French physicist. His name is Nicolas Leonard Carnot. He wanted to increase the efficiency of the steam engines. So to increase the efficiency, he studied thermodynamics in depth. Okay, and then it started emerging. Now in recent days, we have various branches of thermodynamics. So some of them are classical thermodynamics, statistical mechanics, chemical thermodynamics, equilibrium thermodynamics. Like this, various branches have been emerged. So if we talk about the laws of thermodynamics, there are mainly three laws, and also another one law is there which is called as zeroth law, which states that if two systems are each in thermal equilibrium with a third, they are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. So this is a zeroth law. We would have not heard about zeroth law. We know about first law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics and third law of thermodynamics, but still another one law is there, zeroth law, and totally it makes 4 thermodynamic laws. So with this background, so let us start with our syllabus. So what is meant by thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is the branch of science which deals with the energy changes accompanying physical and chemical transformations. Okay, so the thermodynamics is the study of laws of mutual conversion of different kinds of energy due to energy transfers from one body to another body. Thermodynamics also involves numerous energy relations and relationships between different properties of a substance and gives quite widely applied generalizations that are called the laws of thermodynamics. So that is what I told. The first law, second law and third law of thermodynamics, they explains us the numerous energy relations and the relationships between the properties of a substance and gives the applied generalizations. Thermodynamics is applicable to macroscopic systems containing of matter in bulk, but it is not applicable to microscopic systems containing of atoms, ions or molecules. This is very important and also very interesting. So this thermodynamic principle, so this will be applicable only to the macroscopic systems, that means which are bigger in or larger in size. The microscopic systems like atoms or ions or molecules, they will not will be applicable under the terms and conditions of thermodynamics. Before understanding the principle or basics of thermodynamics, it is very important for us to know about some of the very important terms what we are going to use throughout the study of thermodynamics. So in that, the very first is we have to understand about a system. What is meant by a system? A system may be defined as any specified part of the universe under study which is separated from the rest of the universe by a real or imaginary boundary. So this is what is called as a system. So here if you can observe in this picture, so here this is very clear. So here the dotted lines what we are going to see. So this is the system. That means, so this is under study or under examination. Okay. And the rest of the things which are surrounding the system, so they are called as surroundings. So this is separated by a boundary. So that boundary may be of a real one or an imaginary boundary. Okay. So a system is any specified part of the universe under study. Okay. So this is the system and this is under study. Under study means what? So we are going to record what and all the changes happening in this system, whether the temperature is rising or temperature is lowering, or what is happening, whether the heat is transferred from the system to surroundings, or from surrounding whether the heat is absorbed by the system. So all these examinations will be done in the system. So that is why it is called as a specified part of the universe. Whereas the portion of the universe excluded from the system, which is capable of exchanging matter or energy with the system, is called as surroundings. Understood? And next is the different types of a system. So mainly we can classify the system into three types. That is, one is open system, closed system and isolated system. What is meant by an open system? A system is said to be an open system if it can exchange both energy and matter with its surroundings. That means, so it can exchange the energy and also the matter with its surroundings. There is a transparency, that means the movement of exchange of energy and matter between the system and surroundings. So such type of system is called as open system. For example, a hot water placed in an open beaker. So you just imagine you have taken a hot water in a beaker. So the heat what you are going to feel while touching that beaker, so the same heat will be felt inside the beaker and also outside the beaker. That means, so there is a exchange of heat from the system. So here water is the system. Okay, you understand like this. So water is the system. When you take water in a beaker, that too especially hot water in a beaker, so the water acts as a system and the glass acts as an imaginary boundary, and the air which is present outside that beaker, so that acts as a surroundings. Okay, so here in the water, when the water is placed in an open beaker, so the heat can transfer from inside and outside. So both chances are possible. So that is why it is called as an open system. What is meant by a closed system? Then a system is said to be a closed system if it can exchange energy but not matter with its surrounding. So it can only exchange the energy but not matter with its surroundings. Now again come to the open system. Take the same example. Water is there. So the water is liberating heat, or it is giving out heat. So that heat is a energy. Heat is a form of energy. And also the water vapors are coming. Water vapors will be coming and water vapors are shared with the surrounding. So this water vapors are called as matter. Okay, so the heat what is exchanged, so that is what is called as energy. And the water vapor, the water particles are also coming out from the system to the surroundings. So that is why, so the matter is also getting exchanged. Whereas a closed system will only give the heat or the energy out, but it will not exchange the matter. Okay, for example, a hot water placed in a closed beaker. When a beaker is closed, that means the water vapors cannot come out. So the matter is not exchanged. So this is an example of closed system. And next is isolated system. An isolated system is one which can exchange neither energy nor matter with the surroundings. For example, hot water placed in a thermos flask. So these are the three different types of systems what we are going to see. And what is meant by macroscopic system? A system is said to be macroscopic when it consists of large number of molecules, atoms or ions. The properties associated with macroscopic systems are called macroscopic properties. For example, pressure, temperature, volume, density, viscosity, etc. Okay. So you understand here, as I told while explaining the principle of thermodynamics, this is applicable only for the macroscopic particles but not for the microscopic particles. That means a macroscopic particle or a system is a system which consists of large number of molecules of atoms or ions. Okay, so here the main parameters or the chemical terms what we are going to study are the pressure, temperature, volume, density, viscosity. So all these chemical parameters can be studied by using the principles of thermodynamics. What is meant by a state of a system? When microscopic properties of a system have a fixed values, the system is said to be in a definite state. When there is any change in the property, the system changes into a different state. Therefore, the state of a system is fixed by its macroscopic properties. Okay, so this is what is called as a state of a system. That means, so here the properties that especially the macroscopic properties of a system will have a fixed value. Say for example, room temperature. Room temperature is fixed. And okay, the better example is our body temperature. So the body temperature will alter depending upon the outside or the surrounding environment what we are, but still our body maintains the exact temperature. If there is any difference in that temperature, that will lead us for illness what we call as fever. Okay, so that is what is called a state of a system. That means it is fixed. The values have fixed values, so that is especially for the macroscopic properties. So such type of a system is called as a state of a system. And what is meant by state variables? The state of a system changes with change in any of the macroscopic properties. These properties are called state variables. That means if we change or if we vary any properties, say for example, if we change or alter the temperature or pressure, so that will result in the composition and mass. This is what is called as state variables. Okay. So next is the types of processes on the basis of path taken. So this you all have studied in PUC, I think. So types of process means so isothermal process and adiabatic process, reversible process, irreversible process, like this. So many properties are there. Okay, so we will see in detail so what are the types of process on the basis of path taken in our next class. Since this is the first online class what we are doing, so let me stop it here because I don't want it to be a very lengthy video. If it is very lengthy video, I am sure you are going to forward it or you will see it only for 5 minutes and then you will stop it. Otherwise you will on it, keep it, and you will go to sleep if it is very lengthy. So keeping that in mind, I will stop my lecture here. And again I remind you, so please take this online classes in a serious way, because so this is what the situation is. We have to get adjusted to the situation. So when the whole world is suffering from this pandemic crisis, so we are not allowed to go out or we are not allowed to attend the classes or colleges. So in this situation, we have to adjust ourselves for the online teaching mode. Okay, initially it might feel very difficult, but once 1 week or 15 days we proceed, and later it will become very easier for us. Okay, so with this I thank you, and I request, if you have any doubts regarding any of the topics which we are taught through these online classes, you are free to comment in the comment section. Okay, what and all the doubts you have, you can comment there. And if you have doubts, you can also call us, you can text us through WhatsApp. Otherwise, we have decided to have Google Meet, where we can see face to face, and we will have a discussion. So once in a week we'll have a Google Meet. The session will be for 1 hour. There we will have the open discussion, and if you have any doubts, and if I have to explain more, then we can have a healthy discussion there, and in this way we will continue our online classes. The rest of the things will be uploaded in the Google Classroom. I thank you very much.